this video, I'm going to be sharing my top 10 unisex niche fragrances. So if you want to find out what these 10 niche fragrances are, please don't go anywhere. So some of these fragrances are quite popular, and I have a few of them that are not as popular, and I decided to put some of them on this list. And yes, there's no gender with fragrances. Personally, I wear whatever fragrance I want at any time. But these fragrances are essentially fragrances that can be worn by a lady and can be worn by a guy. So starting off at number 10, we go to the house of Jeroboam, and this one is called Floro. And yes, what we have here is a unisex fragrance, and this one is quite fruity. There's some floral aspects to this one, and it's also woody. And this one reminds me a lot of the Herba Pura by Xerjoff DNA, and it also reminds me of Tiziana Terenzi's Kurkdjian. But the thing with those fragrances, in my experience, is I find that they lean more to the feminine side. But this one I find to be more of a unisex fragrance. And yes, this one is fruity. We have pineapple in the notes, we have apples in the notes, we have a lot of floral notes in here, and then we have some woody notes as well. Talking about Herba Pura and Kurkdjian, I never really liked those ones. I just couldn't wear them. Floral here is more unisex. Floral here is not as sweet. Floral here is not as loud. And floral here doesn't go into that shampoo or hair conditioner vibe that I get from the other two fragrances. Floral here I would personally wear in the springtime. And this one can also be a summer fragrance in my opinion. The performance on this one is quite decent. Probably not as intense as Herba Pura and Kurkdjian, but you still get decent performance from this one. So guys, let me know if you've tried Floro here by Jeroboam, and we move on to number 9. Coming at number 9, guys, we go to the house of Roja, and this one is called Manhattan. And yes, this is Manhattan by Roja, and this is the EDP version. But yeah, this one is a unisex fragrance. Personally, I find that a lady can wear this one and a guy can wear this one easy. What we have here is vanilla with tobacco, with some spices, and I believe there's also a coconut vibe in this one. If you like something like Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford, you'll probably enjoy this one. The two different fragrances, I'm not saying this is a clone of that one, but yeah, if you've experienced that fragrance, this one will kind of remind you of that fragrance. There's some floral notes like jasmine here, there's heliotrope in here, and I believe there's a bunch of other notes here. Oh yes, guys, there's tobacco listed in here as well. Personally, I've worn this fragrance a lot, and I like to wear this one in the summertime. And also this one would be a great fragrance for the fall season. And I find the performance on this one to be decent. It's definitely not a beast mode fragrance, but this one will get you noticed, guys. Projection on this one is amazing, and the sillage with this one is so lovely. You would walk around with a great scent bubble. So guys, that's Manhattan by Roja, and we move on to the next one. So the next fragrance I'm going to be sharing is from the house of Boadeciea, the Victorious, and this one is Ardent, guys. So this is a rose oud combo fragrance with a twist here. I find this one to have some ambery touches. There's a little bit of a sweetness in here, and this one is perfect for a lady and perfect for a guy. And personally, I've worn this one a lot. I mean, you can see from my bottle here. But the only thing about this fragrance, like I've said before, is the performance on this one. And in my personal experience with this one, I find the performance on this one to be kind of average. I'm a little bit disappointed with this one because I really like the scent, but unfortunately, this one doesn't last long on me. Let me know if you've tried this one, and let me know your personal experience with this one. Does it really last long on you? Do you also like the scent profile in here? And some of the notes with this one, we have rose here, we have oud listed, there's vanilla listed, there's patchouli listed. I believe there's also beeswax listed here. There's labdanum listed here, there's benzoin listed here, and I believe that's where that ambery quality is coming from. But yes, guys, this is a perfect unisex fragrance in my opinion. One I really enjoy wearing, and one that gets lots of compliments. And the scent profile a lot of people really enjoy on me. It's definitely one for the cooler weather, and one that's perfectly unisex in my opinion. So guys, that's Ardent by Boadeciea, the Victorious, and we move on to the next one. So the next fragrance I'm going to be sharing is from the house of Initio, and this is one I also find to be a unisex fragrance. It's none other than Initio Side Effects. And yes, this one is boozy. There's tobacco in here. There's that sweetness from vanilla in here. And I believe there's some other notes in here as well. And yes, this is one of my favorite boozy fragrances. This is one I like to wear myself, and one I also enjoy on ladies. I know a few lady friends that have this fragrance and they simply enjoy it. Yes, the spices in here make this fragrance go in the sexy direction, and one I really enjoy. There's cinnamon listed here, and there's saffron listed here as well. You know, when there's saffron in fragrances, I personally can't say no. So Side Effects by Initio is one I've really enjoyed over the years. And unfortunately, I'm hearing that this one doesn't last long these days. And with my bottle here, I get good performance. And I've had this one for a really long time. I'm not sure what date it was made. And this one is almost a beast mode fragrance in my personal experience. Side Effects here is a perfect fragrance to wear in the fall season. I personally will wear this one also in the winter time, just because my bottle here lasts a long time. And this one gets me compliments. And this one is a perfect unisex fragrance. So guys, that's Initio Side Effect. And we move on to the next one. So the next fragrance I'm going to be sharing is from the house of Frederic, and this one is none other than Portrait of a Lady. Yes, Portrait of a Lady is a perfect unisex fragrance, and that's why it's on my list, guys. What we have here, we have some spices here, we have rose in here, we have incense, definitely we have incense in here, and we have patchouli listed as part of the notes with this one. But what we have here is a masterpiece. This is one fragrance that personally I didn't like in the beginning, and actually there was a time I really hated this fragrance. But fast forward to a couple years later, I guess, and now I'm a big fan of this one, and I've had this bottle for a while. And Portrait of a Lady here is such a popular fragrance, and in my opinion, this is one of the best rose-based fragrances ever created. And yes, it's a masterpiece for a reason. A lot of people know this fragrance, and a lot of people like this fragrance for a reason. Yes, this one works perfectly in the fall season. I will also wear this fragrance in the winter time. And in my experience, I find this fragrance to not be a compliment getter because some people don't like this scent profile. Some people think it's kind of old. Some people think this one makes you smell like an old lady. I've heard that before, guys. But yeah, in my opinion, this is one of the best rose fragrances and one of my favorite from the entire brand. And yes, this one is woody, this one is smoky, and this one is quite balsamic, guys. So yes, that's Portrait of a Lady by Frederic, and we move on to the next one. So coming at number 5, we go to the house of Kilian, and this one needs no introduction. It's none other than Angel Share by Kilian. And yes, this one is a popular fragrance. And yes, this one is a unisex fragrance in my opinion. And what we have here is a boozy, spicy vanilla fragrance. And yes, this one has that apple pie vibe that a lot of people enjoy. This one goes into some kind of gourmandy territories. And I'm guessing the boozy quality here is what makes this one kind of go to a masculine direction. This is a spicy, cozy, kind of warm fragrance in my opinion. And one I really like to wear in the cold season. This one works perfectly in the fall and also in the winter time. And I'm hearing there's a new one, and no, I haven't tried that one yet. I'm looking forward to trying that one, especially to see what the difference is between this one and the new one. And yes, Angel Share here is one of the better releases from the brand, and this one has been copied a lot. And also guys, this one is perfect for nighttime wear, and also this one has a nice scent profile. So guys, let me know in the comments if you've tried Angel Share here, and also let me know if you've tried the new one. That's Angel Share by Kilian, and we move on to the next. So the next fragrance I'm going to be sharing is from the house of Nishane, and this one is none other than Annie. Annie by Nishane is another unisex fragrance that I find to work perfectly on the lady and also on a guy. My first encounter with this fragrance was in 2019, I believe, and at the time I got a sample and really enjoyed the sample, and I bought this bottle right away. I've had this bottle for a while. Actually, I have 2 bottles. This is my second bottle. Yes, I've had this scent for a while and I really enjoyed this one. And Annie here is a perfect vanilla fragrance for a lady and for a guy. There's some spices in here. This one has some green notes. This one has some woody qualities. And yes, there's some spices in here as well. And one of my favorite vanilla fragrances of all time, and one of my favorite fragrances from the brand Nishane. Annie here is one I like to wear in the cold season. It's a perfect fragrance to wear in the fall. It's also a perfect fragrance to wear in the winter time. If you're looking for a compliment getter vanilla fragrance, definitely try Annie here. And yes, I've tried the flanker to this one, Annie X, and that one just didn't work for me. I'm a big fan of the original here, and this is one I would always have in my collection. And with Annie here, I get great performance, guys. 10 plus hours of longevity with this one. Projection is amazing with this one. The sillage is amazing with this one as well. If you like a spicy woody vanilla fragrance, then you should check this one out, guys. So guys, that's Annie, and we move on to the next one. So coming at number 3, we go to the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and this one is none other than Grand Soir. Yes, Grand Soir is one that's unisex and one of my favorite from the brand. This is one I never really liked in the beginning. But guess who owns 2 bottles of Grand Soir here? It's such an amazing fragrance in my opinion. Such a lovely vanilla fragrance. And yes, this one has some ambery touches, and I've said it before that I consider this one to be more of a vanilla fragrance than an amber fragrance. And Grand Soir here is a perfect unisex fragrance, and I find this one to also be a perfect date night fragrance. And personally, I would wear this fragrance in the fall season, and I also wear this one in the winter time. This one gets me compliments, and the performance on this one is amazing. A lot of people would notice what you're wearing, and this one lasts a long time. The scent bubble with this one is sexy in the air, and I find this one to also be one of the best fragrances from the entire brand. Let me know if you've tried Grand Soir here by MFK, and we move on to the next one. So the next fragrance I'm going to be sharing is from the house of Xerjoff, and this one is one of my favorites from the ones I own from Xerjoff, and it's none other than Ivory Roots, guys. And yes, Ivory Roots by Xerjoff is a unisex fragrance, and that's why it's on my list. This one here is all about spices and vanilla. Yeah, there's some woody aspects to this one, but yeah, what I pick up here is mostly spices. I'm not exactly sure which of the spices was used in here. And Ivory root here is creamy, and this one has some patchouli listed here as well. It's such a great unisex fragrance, and this one is such a special fragrance to me. This one is one of my first fragrances I got when I was trying to get into the house of Xerjoff many years ago. And yes, I got this fragrance from perfumeonline.ca, and you can shop Xerjoff fragrances, other niche fragrances, designer fragrances, indie fragrances, tester bottles, and clones. And guys, you're welcome to use my promo code PFC5 to get 5% off. Ivory root here is perfect for the cooler weather, but if you're able to control your sprays with this one, you might be able to wear it as an all year round fragrance. This is not a screamer, this is not a beast mode fragrance, but this one will last you a long time. The sillage with this one is amazing. It's also sexy in the air. One of my favorite Xerjoff fragrances and one of my favorite spicy fragrances here, guys. That's Xerjoff Ivory Roots, and we move on to number one. So coming at number one, we go to the house of Penhaligons, and this one is none other than Halfeti. And yes, this is the original Halfeti, and this one is a unisex fragrance in my opinion. This is one of three from the Halfeti collection, and I own all three of them, and I enjoy the Halfeti line from Penhaligons. What we have here is a rose oud combo kind of fragrance, but this one has a twist here. There's some spices here. I believe there's a leather accord in here as well. And this one kind of has a little bit of a sweetness to it compared to some of the other ones from this line. And this one I find to be the perfect niche unisex fragrance in my opinion, and that's why it's on my list, guys. It's a great fragrance to wear in the fall season. It's a great fragrance to wear in the winter time. And this one really lasts a long time. And this one gets me compliments, and people really like this fragrance. It's popular for a reason, and there's a reason why there's two flankers to this DNA, guys. It's one of my favorite from the house of Penhaligons and one of my favorite from the Halfeti line, guys. And yes, Halfeti here is woody. It's quite aromatic with those spices, but then there's the oud here and there's that leather accord that just really work well together. And of course, there's that sweetness from the vanilla as well in here. And I believe there's benzoin listed as part of the notes as well, so you can expect some sweetness with this fragrance. Let me know if you've tried Halfeti here, and this is the original bottle, and let me know what you think about this one in the comments below. So guys, those were 10 niche fragrances that are perfectly unisex. Let me know what you think about my list. Let me know if you've tried some of these fragrances, and let me know what you think about these fragrances. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and hopefully we can start up a conversation in the comments below. And guys, once again, if you're new to my channel and you like fragrances, please consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to click that bell icon. And please like this video, guys. I'll see you in my next one, guys. Until then, please stay safe and bye-bye.